Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Deserve. Welcome to um, little quick live, little testimony and all that. We're gonna speak on some motherfucking. We're gonna speak on some motherfucking some gangster shit, but we're not gonna get into like gangster shit, alright? You know what I mean? We're gonna try to keep this shit motherfucking PG. Alright. Now, motherfuck, man. I don't expect a lot of motherfuckers, man, but we're gonna talk about these situations that's transpiring in the Bronx and all that right now. Um, let's first start off by saying R.I.P. to Jerry and Elliot. You know what I mean? Should be crazy. Um, don't know that young man. Don't know any of the young men involved. You know what I mean? But how I'm gonna try to speak on the situation is from from like the news perspective, right? So I'm not about to be here solving nobody cases for them and all that. Like I'm not here about to, you know what I mean? It's not what about to. I'm speaking from a motherfucking, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not even saying like the whole news perspective. I'm saying certain parts of, you know what I mean? Like certain parts of the news, you're not going to insert, you know what I mean? Gang titles and this, that, and the third, you know what I mean? We're not investigators over here, you know what I mean? Activists trying to, you know what I mean? Change the community and shit like that. We is not investigators. We not prosecutors. We not the district attorney. We not the fucking detective. That's not what we do. All right, so that's first and foremost. You know what I mean? And if you personally know people that's involved with the situation, please don't comment. No stupid shit's gonna get deleted. Don't comment. Nothing that's gonna help police and that whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's just not what we're doing. Your connections that's there. Please ever try to reconnect. Jesus Christ, man. Hopefully, I can still hear me out there, man. My shit's talking about my connections unstable. So you know what I mean? If you know the situation for what it is, my Wi-Fi should be good. Let me see something. Come on, man. Come on. Fios got me paying all this motherfucking money, nigga. Gotta start playing my motherfucking internet connection. You know what I mean? Hopefully I'm Gucci, man. If not, it is what it is, man. I'm recording this and I'm gonna upload it up, you know what I mean, anyway, with some footage and shit. Anyway, let's get into it. You know what I mean? Motherfucking, so as the news been propagating over like the last motherfucking week, 2 weeks or whatever, more or less like the last 2 months, you know what I mean? A lot of gun propaganda, a lot of that bullshit. Yo, niggas is shooting whatever, you know what I mean? This, that, and the third over here, people dying over here, people dying over there, da da da. Then they trying to sneak Eric Adams up in office or whatever the case may be. You feel me? You know, it's real funny how as soon as the motherfucking all those people died in the nursing home, now the nigga Cuomo, you know what I mean, on this motherfucking like this whole gun campaign and all that whatever. You know, and it's like where these kids getting guns from? Let's start with that. Let's start with that one right there. Where the guns come from? So we really, if we really want to solve a problem, right? We got to really solve the problem. We can't just sit here, right, and keep falling for the monkey in the tailpipe, right? Every time we get on some revolutionary shit, feds drop more guns in the hood. They put them in people that's not really equipped to deal with their emotions, right? And they put them in charge of firearms and expect that they're gonna have the emotional capacity to deal with the ability to take somebody's life. Like, you serious, my nigga? Like, Then you lock up the OGs. They get what, a couple 15-minute phone calls, couple hour phone calls, whatever the case may be. You feel me? And and when they get that, they can't even really, you know what I mean, really speak about no real gangster shit. You understand? Like they can't really put niggas on game and really even hear some of these young brothers out. You know what I mean? Because a lot of, if you're in an emotional situation, you just want somebody to, you know what I mean, hear the problem out, whatever, and give you some good advice and shit like that. But you know, when niggas in jail, how you gonna get some real logical advice and shit like that, right? You feel me? So you got that dynamic playing into it, right? Um, you got social and household stress playing into it, right? You know what I mean? You got all these different, you know what I mean, all these different factors that play into the situation. You have all these different elements that play into someone taking their frustration out on the opposition. Now, this is the problem. This is like the real problem, right? You have like the news. I don't want to say they gassing it, but they are. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these things to be swept under the rug. You know what I mean? It don't gotta be broadcast. It don't gotta be front page news. It don't gotta be, you know what I mean? Like, and I get it. You know what I mean? Like, RP the whole nine. But for the people that really lose people and all that, like that shit is traumatic. You understand? Like, you lose your friend, and now you got to see your friend on the front of a newspaper. Like, and this is millions and millions and millions of copies, and everybody calling you like that. Like, come on, man. I can't be. Yeah. As media, y'all got to be more responsible. I can't just be doing that, man. Like, I can't just be doing that, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like that shit ain't even cool in itself. That's number one. You know what I mean? Number two, you're not going to solve the situation by just making crazy gun laws. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's really what they're trying to prep the whole situation for. You feel me? Like, oh, like a lot of these cases, I just read up on a couple of them. Honestly speaking, like, I really don't read the news for shootings. I don't give a fuck about the citizens that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like not really, like into that, whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean? If niggas let me know, yo, this happened, yo, flee, yo, this, you know what I mean? Yo, look out for this, yo, this, you know what I mean? Boom, boom, and niggas did put me on game with this situation when it happened, whatever. Yo, hold thirds, boom, boom, it's crazy, whatever. You know what I mean? God bless, you know what I mean? Like, shit crazy. But today I had to really just, like read articles on let's see how the media is portraying, right? Let's see what they saying and what's the solution, because I was saying on my podcast the other day, I got on live and I seen this like a parent. She was in front of a grocery store protesting, justice for her son. And I'm sitting there like, why are you protesting in front of the motherfucking corner store? Like, why are you not protesting at the precinct? You know what I mean? Like, it's the cop's job to get you justice. Like, you know what I mean? Or are you on some real and listen, I'm gonna speak real, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'm put a motherfucking muzzle on it, but I'm gonna speak as real as I can speak with respect to everybody, involved. But we gotta speak on Trayvon Martin's mom, right? Sabrina Fulton. Is this, when I seen that other lady, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna, say like no names or whatever. But when I seen the other lady protest in front of Soda, it's had nothing to do with this. This was a situation prior to Sunday situation. So I seen this on live probably about like last like Thursday or Wednesday or something like that. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, are you trying to get in front of the cameras? Like, because, unfortunately, a lot of these parents are still kind of young too, right? Like, You know what I'm saying? Like, if let's just say the kid was like 15. I don't know that the kid who passed with the moms was in front of the store. I could see it on live. But let's just say the kid was 15. The parent had him at 18 or something like that. That would make the parent around like 33 years old or something like that, right? So that's fairly young. That's a young age right there. You know what I mean? You young. You still moving around. You still, you know what I mean? You still in the streets. You still trying to get clout. You still, you know what I mean? Probably dotting, twerking, TikTok, and all whatever. I mean, whatever shit is. So now when you got like a young mother and then a young child that kind of passed away, it's a lot of money in death, right? You could get 20, 30,000 off the GoFundMe. You know what I mean? You could be Trayvon Martin's mom, try to run the whole media campaign off the vibe and all that. It's a lot that you could do. It's a lot that you could do with death. It's a lot of money in Black Death, right? And it's like, what's the real goal here? Like, are they gonna try to boost the crimes to try to reintroduce stop and frisk? Are they gonna try to motherfucking have some type of like X-ray thermal law that go into existence that now they could check everybody bag? Like, where this is going? Because young Black men don't know how to fix a car. They damn sure don't know how to bend them American steel. Shit, I know white homies down south that make silencers in they fucking garage with the like, you know what I mean, with the shit, like with the heat melt and all that shit, like some real like ghost gun niggas. You understand? Like some real, yeah, shit that beat the metal detector and all that. These young niggas ain't making these guns how some of these people in the South is literally making guns. So where you getting all these guns from? What, they coming from Asia? Coming on the boats? They coming from Africa? They coming from Mexico? Or they coming from Smith and Wesson in South America? You know what I mean? And they boom, bum, 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 and they got these little agents. You know? See, oh man, see, when you're dealing with a capitalist society and you're dealing with a society based on money, they will do anything to make those profits come and keep business going as usual. And as a business, you're gonna go with what works. Black men being free, America does not know if that is a beneficial, if that's economically beneficial yet. If you didn't have black men enslaved for 400 years, you might think, damn, we let these niggas go free. And I mean, I'm talking about free to the motherfucking free, not three-fifths of men, none of that bullshit. You know what I mean? I got a nice quote from Frederick Douglass. He said, "For black men, there are neither law, justice, humanity, nor religion." That's a direct quote from Frederick Douglass. You know what I mean? All right, this is a direct quote from the NSO. Frederick Douglass. I was reading his works earlier. You understand? Like, so I'm sitting here like, yo, damn, like, where this shit really going? Like, you know what I mean? Like, where we going with all this shit, man? Like, where this shit, where's it going on all ends? Because you got to understand, right? Like, I'm from the Bronx. I live here. Like I love this borough. Like this, I look at this shit like a kingdom, like a realm. You understand? Like I really love this borough. Like I never moved when I was in my prime you know what I mean, 100,000. I lived in the Bronx. I was not moving to Jersey, Connecticut, none of that. Like if I'm gonna die in the Bronx. They're gonna bury me in the Bronx. That's it. Period. You know what I mean? I appreciate the like and all that. You feel me? But it's just real shit. You know what I mean? Like, so when you in a country in which like it's always an agenda, it's always like some type of, you know, okay, we're gonna give y'all the guns. Like I don't look at like, okay, so when you look at business, right, and you're looking at business from a, gotta look at the past first. So now I gotta look at the government, I gotta look at the country. Okay, so in the 80s, they put guns and crack out here, you know what I mean? And then they sent mad brothers to jail. They used that, you know, they got niggas out their groove because the Black Panthers, right? Huey P. Newton was a Black Panther revolutionary. What they do, they turn him into a fiend. You understand? Like they had him on drugs. Then in the 80s, they bombed those cats out there in Philly. Talking about bombs, like on some Vietnam, like bombed the shit out they shit, 1980s, 20, 30 years ago. So, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I, I was gonna touch on another situation, but we might not be ready for that just yet. You know what I mean? You know, I'm just getting to know you. So, you know, they bombed and shit like that. So when you look at what they did with UEP and COINTELPRO, Black Panther Party, whatever, and then you know they killed they killed Martin Luther King, and then kind of co-opted his message and all that, and then oh, Martin Luther King said be colorblind, so we gonna be colorblind, and then they still use that to be racist and shit like that. So I'm looking at this like gang war right now that they promoting the propaganda and shit like that. It's like, okay, when they put Eric Adams in office, because that's what they're gonna put in office in New York City. They're gonna put Eric Adams in office, and I appreciate you, Faith. Much love to you. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? But when they put those, you know, laws and guns into effect or whatever the case may be, 80s, 90s, whatever, boom, boom, and you know, a lot of us, like I'm a millennial, right? I was born 1990. So I was affected by the crime bill that Bill Clinton introduced and shit like that, right? Like I was indoctrinated in that system of, you know, believing like, oh shit, you know, stop and frisk, like this cool, like getting decked by police and you know what I mean, and cops just doing all types of crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like crazy, crazy, crazy shit. You know, and now, and keep in mind, right? Even then, like, you know, we had a couple guns and shit like that. But we never had this much guns that's out here right now. Like, it's just like fucking guns galore. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, like, it's like, and I know a lot of old people like, yo, they ain't even beefing for no money and this that, and the third. But it's like, niggas was getting money to fuck bitches, right? But if you shoot niggas, you gonna fuck bitches. So why even get money? Like these young niggas, like nigga, the more niggas you shoot, the more Instagram followers you get. You might get a record deal, right? Because the more niggas you shoot, the more people gonna watch whatever. Right? The press giving you, you know, the motherfucking front page article. That's $1 million worth of press right there, right? The front page. You gotta keep in mind, like let you got some like in the way we gotta really we gotta put everything in a dollar in a financial sense. You understand? Like even shooting, killing, death, whatever. And I hate to sound all heartless like this, whatever. But this is what it really is, right? You know, somebody died, whatever the case may be. You know, that parent could do a GoFundMe, make like 30, 40,000 if they don't have life insurance. If, you know, other family members don't, you know what I mean? Are they going to feel sorrow or all these other things, whatever the case may be, right? You know, sometimes me being the street dude, I be feeling like, you know, some of our parents, I mean, I'm pretty sure my moms love me and all that, but just being in that moment at that point in time when I was in the streets at that point in time, I just feel like, yo, like nobody cared. They want us out here, like, you know what I mean? If they ain't want us out here, whatever the case may be, niggas are really, you know, offer niggas some jobs or offer niggas this or that, whatever, real opportunity up the hood. Like, you know what I mean? You see the police, they saying jokes, you, hey, I'm not supposed to say my name, but you know what I mean? Hey, G Mac, you know what I mean? You know, police, what's up? Da, 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 we looking at you, boom, boom, boom. We know you did so and such, you know what I mean? But You gonna get you one day. You think, ha ha ha, yeah, you know what I mean, fucking John Gotti. You know what I mean? Boom, all this shit playing into your ego. You 15, police know your name. You probably had the hand on you right there. Like shit really start fucking with your head. Clap somebody now. You know what I mean? You got away with it. Boom, boom, boom. Now it's on to the next shit. And you know what I mean? Next thing you know, you just now you in the trap. Now you are in the trap, like again, like the trap of just trap, like not even in the trap of like making money, but just really in the trap because you really sitting there thinking like yo, all this shit is cool. Your synapses, your brain synapses start just fucking with you. You getting love from shooting people. Like your girl love you more because you shot somebody or some shit. You sitting there like, how the fuck like you know what I mean? Then you listen to rap songs, you like, oh, niggas getting record deals from this, and like this really must be what you gotta do in America to get to where you gotta get to. Until you realize, like, nah. I mean, you don't realize. It'll take you a real long time, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? Until you hit like 23, 24, and that I'm gonna tell you when it really hit for real, for real. I'm gonna be honest right now, man. I'm gonna tell you when it really hit. When it really hit, niggas, it's two times, and I don't know about nobody. I only keep my own time. Two times. When you 18 and when you like 24. When you 18, if you dropped out of high school, and you know what I mean, a lot of kids now they still say through high school and all that, whatever education is kind of cool now. But at my time, if you dropped out of high school and you see all your high school friends graduating and stuff like that, you kind of feel like, oh, I probably made the wrong mistake. But at 18, you still got all your high school friends, still making money, you still Gucci, everything is rocking, whatever. You hit motherfucking 25 and you see your friends graduate from college now, and now they getting them jobs and now they getting set up in their career, and now you saw the and you sitting there like, hold on. And you saw it in 26, 27, like, oh, okay. Then you start seeing your friends buy their first homes and you see the weddings, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know what I mean? Then you like, I made the wrong move. But by that time, you know what I mean? You done got ops, all types of shit. This person died. That you can never go. Listen, once somebody died, you can never go back on that beef. It's over. That beef's forever, 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 forever. You know what I mean? Like, but when you 15, 16, you don't really, you know what I mean? You just doing whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate that faith. You know what I mean? Like, you just doing whatever. So, you know, it just be like, wow, you feel me? Like, you get to a point where you open your eyes to the situation, but then it's already too late. So now it's like you can't sit there and tell the world, yo, I made a mistake. Nah, nigga, you gotta double down. Yo, fuck it. Like, I'm still just gonna hold this shit. I'm still gonna thug it and bug it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be weak. I'm a man, right? So then your ego going to play all types of shit, whatever. You know what I mean? But sometimes you get lucky and you get arrested, right? And that's not even lucky. You don't go through some shit in jail. But at least your life might be prolonged to give you a second chance. Then it's other people who don't even get that chance to get arrested, right? They just, just end up, unfortunately passing away. Then it's a few, few people, very few, that make it out, and you know what I mean. They could, still get their bread, whatever. And those very few, that small majority that make it out, is what we all look to and say, yeah, that's gonna be us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all think we're gonna be that fucking 1% that's gonna do what it gotta do. You know what I mean? It's fucked up, man. You know what I mean? Like, so how do you find a solution to getting these kids out the streets? Me personally, you know what I mean? Like, my personal solution, I ain't gonna keep y'all down, try to answer like 5, 6 minutes, whatever. Me personally, my solution would be this. Number one, you gotta make sure that the parents is in a good social and economic state, right? When I say social, a social state so that they could create a family environment for the kid to come home to. No kid really want to be a motherfucking shooter. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I mean, maybe a few, but not a lot. You know what I mean? Nobody really want to do that shit. Create a nice home, boom. Make the parents, the government help the motherfucking parents. You know what I mean? Make more bread so that they not stressing and all that shit. And and the shit just gonna go downhill from there. You know what I mean? If the parents stressing, they're gonna take it out on the kid gonna take it out on the ops gonna take it out on the other op, and it's just gonna be a revolving cycle. And won't you take care of all that? Won't you take care of like the parents and the parents, you know what I mean? Because it's not the parents' fault. I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna call it the government fault, the white man fault. It's not the kids' fault. Because at the end of the day, my nigga, these kids is not making no motherfucking guns, my nigga. And I promise you, them guns is coming from agents. And when I say agents, and I'm not talking no conspiracy, oh, well, what agents? What you mean the government don't? What are you talking about? They're not. Why would they do? My nigga, the cops have all types of weird people that's agents and not agents, and they didn't work with the police and they do this, but then the police give them a pass to do that, and they like this shit really get deep. Like it really get deep. Like the plan to motherfucking keep black boys in chains and inferior and just not who the fuck they truly are, the kings that they was born to be. You know what I mean? How the white man fear Moors and fear Septimus Severus, the black dude who took over Rome, whatever the case may be. What Hannibal Lecter was doing in Rome, North African dude, they tried to whitewash him. They know what it is if these black boys could just be focused. So they gotta distract them. You go to schools, teachers is on your ass. You know what I mean? 70, 80% white teachers, that's all with the agenda. That white female devil, you know what I mean? That just hate black boys for no goddamn reason. You understand? So now you gotta deal with that. And they want to get away from that. So the only person that you could take your aggression out on with no repercussion is another black boy. Because if you take it out on police, they're gonna kill your ass. I mean, even though some of these niggas you take it out on, they're gonna kill your ass too. You know what I mean? But police is more like that authority complex, right? You know, you take it out on, on your school teacher, whatever the case may be, your mom's gonna be on your ass because your mom's got that like authority. It just be that weird dynamic. You know, I don't know, what other people's parents is, but I know my mom's taking up for the teacher all the time. It's like, yo, I don't even know this fucking white devil. Once you leave here, she fucking bitch. But you take care of that side, and then we might have a little better situation. Or we might not. Who the fuck knows, man? Hopefully we do. You know what I mean? Hopefully we do. But I do know one thing. You know what I mean? We can't keep blaming the government. Of course they trying to cancel out black Americans. Look what they did to the Olympic girl, the young black sister. But they had a pedophile damn near fucking the Olympic girls for fucking 10 years. What's this dude name? I'm gonna tell you this dude name right now. This freaking pedophile. They got a whole 2-3 documentaries about him. And that just came out that they told the FBI about this dude, right? They was telling the FBI about the dude in like 2015 or something like that, and the FBI didn't do nothing. Let them have told the FBI about a black kid, you know what I mean, trying to just make it or something, not paying his taxes on some freaking on hustling games or something like that. They locked the dude up for freaking parole. Nasir, that's his name. About Nasir. Oh, damn, I don't got this dude freak a whole name, but it's like Nasir something, man. Whatever the freak this dude name. Nassar. You know what I mean? 2015, Justice Department Inspector General reports dissects FBI failed response to allegations against the U.S. gymnastics team doctor in 2015. You know what I mean? He was freaking. The girls, they were like, mess up their leg, and he'll be in there finger popping them with their parents right there and all that. You know what I mean? He even I think he caught the Simone girl and all that. You know what I mean? Like, but they let all that go. But a black girl smoking some weed because her parent died, and that she found out on some journalists being backhanded because nobody really want to see black people win. Like everybody, like it's like this shit is crazy. Like I be reading this Frederick Frederick Douglass book and all that. It's like, it's insane how like things really didn't change. Like the mindset is really still there. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like not even on our end. Like now, you know what I mean? We on our shit, And it's like they try to make woke sound like derogatory. They try to make woke sound like, you know what I mean? Like you would, you know what I mean? It should be crazy, man. But listen. Get off my motherfucking soapbox, man. I think I said enough. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and all that. You know what I mean? Probably do a few more, get a better camera, something like that. You know what I mean? Start buying, smoking, get a camera. Shout out to you, Faith. Peace, love, and happiness. Stay black, beautiful, and proud. You know what I mean? See y'all in the next one. Deuces.